Hello! If you're tuning in right now, it's because you're feeling adventurous enough to go for a ski. Our first task is getting your ski boots on. We're going to start with the left boot. Look down at your left foot. Realize you're going to have to lift a big, heavy boot. It's going to feel clumsy, but you need to bend your hip and knee to lift your leg up, sliding your heel on the bed, and then push it back down as if you're pushing your leg down into the ski. Keep trying, bending your hip and knee, lifting your knee up, lifting your leg up so you can push your leg back down into the ski. If you need to practice this a little more, pause the video. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next stage of the journey. Now your job is to get your right boot into the ski. It's a big, heavy boot. It might feel clumsy, but I want you to bend at the hip and knee, sliding your leg up, lifting your right leg up, then pushing it down into the ski. Bend your hip and knee, sliding your foot up. This is lifting your leg, then push it back down into the ski. If you need to practice this a little more, pause the video. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next stage of the journey. If you need to practice this a little more, pause the video. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next stage of the journey. Now, if you're starting to get bothered by any amount of clumsiness, I want you to close your eyes, take a big whiff of cold air in through your nostrils, blow it out. Notice the misty, foggy, white air settles out and you realize you're completely surrounded by nature, except for there's me being twice as clumsy as you are, and I'm smiling and you're smiling, and it's all good. Now I want you to grab a hold of these poles. They'll help with your balance. Look down at your left hand. Make a tight fist, and while holding the pole, push down into the bed. Then look down at your right hand. Make a tight fist and grab the pole, pushing down into the bed. If you need to practice this a little more, pause the video. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next stage of the journey. Now we're going to find our rhythm with skiing. Look down at your right leg. You need to straighten your right leg. Look down at your left leg. You need to straighten your left leg. Push through the right. Push through the left. Push through the right. Push through the left. Right, left. Right, left. If you need to practice this a little more, pause the video. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next stage of the journey. In the more advanced stage of skiing, you push through your arms to get a little more speed and momentum. So it's a two-hand push, right, left, two-hand push, right, left, two-hand push, right, left. If you need to practice this a little more, pause the video. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next stage of the journey. The most advanced challenge in skiing is when you work with a reciprocal rhythm. Reciprocal rhythms have opposite arm and leg working together. So it's like this. Left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, right arm, left leg. The muscles on a diagonal line are working together here. Arm, then leg. Arm, then leg. Arm, then leg. You can work at that for a little bit more and get into your own rhythm. Well, that's it for this adventure. In closing, I say, as always, keep using your imagination. Who knows where it'll take you?